Hey there, everybody. This is Evan Rogers coming at you with Setsumei number 2, Engaskides. Alright, so, in case you missed it, we had the first Setsumei episode a little while ago, and I made a YouTube video. Sadly, it only got a few hundred views. Sad face. Be sure to share these videos with your friends and your family and everybody who likes Japanese that you know so I can get more publicity because I'm greedy. Alright, first off, let's go over the super exciting words in the Setsumei Textbook Quizlet thing. Just go to Quizlet, look for Evan G. Rogers. Oops. Where'd that go? Should just be over here. And you can see everything. Actually, oh my gosh, what the heck's going on here? Yoink. There we go. That was the problem. Alright. So when you come over here, you jam on over to Evan's Japanese. When you see my name, Evan's Japanese, you click on Setsumei Textbook, and it'll be number 2. And you got this little thing that we got going right here. Let's go ahead and just look over some of these words. These might be new to you. So these are all the words that we're going to encounter in this new lesson. Let me go back. If you forget what some of the words were in the previous lesson, guess what? We have Setsumei Textbook number 1. And you can review them. I already have a video going over these, and I don't want to waste everybody's time. So let's go ahead and jam on over to Setsumei Textbook number 2. Alright, so here's a little bit of Katakana. Should be pretty easy once you guys get it. Let's see, how do we make these guys full screen? Is that it? Nope, that's the, oh, there we go. Alright, so here you go. We got, maybe I can zoom in even further. That doesn't really make it much bigger, but okay. Okay, so there we go. You got supotsu. Supotsu. Sportsu is sports. So that's your first word, sports. Let's keep on going. We got no be masu. I have the kanji right here and the hiragana here, so you can actually read it in case you don't know your kanji, and you can practice your kanji by looking at it just like that. And this should be to show, to reveal, to express, to state, to claim. Yeah. This isn't a word you need to know. It's in the explanations. If you want to try to read what the Japanese explanations are, go ahead and give it a shot. But this is one of the words that is in there. So in case you're not aware, this is a Japanese textbook for Japanese people. Kind of a self-defeating concept if you ask me, but hey, whatever. It was free, and I figured that I wanted a textbook that we can go learning through, so I'm going to go through it. Hey, free is good. Here we go. We have kanjiru. Kanjiru. Kanjiru is to feel something. This is also a word that you don't need to know. Here we go. We got kamoku. Kamoku. This kanji is moku. Kamoku. Kamoku. Subject, as in like a classroom subject, like chemistry or social studies. So like these are your classroom subjects, your studies. Next, we got Ringo. Ringo. Ringo star. The apple. It means apple. Ringo is apple. Alright, next. Sugaku. Sugaku. Sugaku is mathematics. Math. Next, we got, here's the kanji for water, and here's the kanji for water inside of another kanji that has water, and then a little splash on top. It's suie. 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 Which is swimming. Like swimming class, or swimming the sport. Swimming. Alright, here we have a kanji for kida-ina. It's a na adjective. With a na adjective, we put the na only if the next word's a noun, or a noun clause of some sort. And if it's just with des, we ignore the na. So we'll see that in this chapter, this lesson, kidai-na, which means you don't like something. For the record, in Japanese, saying I don't like something, and you're using the kidai thing, what you're literally saying is I am not like that thing. That thing is not liked by me, so to speak. That thing exists in an I don't like fashion. Because don't like, kirai, is an adjective, not a verb. As it is in English, I say I don't like you. You are a thing I don't like. You're acting upon an object. You, me, don't like. Whereas in Japanese, it's much more here's me, here's the thing, and that thing is not like. And there's no really action happening between it. Same thing with ski desu. Oh, so X wa Y ga ski desu, or even kirai desu. And this is the pattern for I like something or I don't like something. X likes Y. Keep on going. All right, if you want to learn how to speak grammar in Japanese, it's keiyoshi for adjectives. This is adjective. This is a word you don't need to know. Next up, we got ongaku. Ongaku is music. Music. So ongaku, music. Ski, na. Oh, I should have had the na there. Let's go ahead and add the na. Wee. What? That's not an n. Whoa, that's not Japanese. There we go. I finally got some Japanese going on there. All right. So ski na. This is to like something. Just like kirai was to not like something, ski is to like something. Tennis. Woohoo! I made it for the stream. Hey, how you doing there, Mr. Jack Limestone? Is that your actual last name? That's pretty, hardcore, literally. All right, next we have ski kirai. These are your likes and your dislikes. Ski kirai. It's ski and kirai just smashed together. Ski kirai. Likes and dislikes. All right, and that's the end of 4 Setsumei number 2's Quizlet flashcards. Kapwing! And now, oops, wrong button. I hit F12 again. So once again, just head on over to Evan G. Rogers and Setsumei book number 2 right there. Oh, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, subscribe to my Twitch channel so that you can actually see when I go live. Just like Jack Limestone got to see me go live, and he's here watching me. And he can ask questions. So go ahead and ask questions whenever you want to. If you don't understand something, say, Evan, I don't understand something. Even if it has nothing to do with my lesson, go ahead and ask questions. Also, hey, check out Patreon and donate to me. That'd be cool. Go to my website, evanseasyjapanese.com, and I'd appreciate donations. I'll stop talking about donations, just that I'd appreciate them. All right. Here is the actual textbook, the Setsumei PDF. Make sure it's really big so that everyone can see it. How does that look on stream? Is it well, the stream's a few minutes behind. Let's just make sure that's a little bit big enough that everyone can see it. All right. I don't think I can really get it much bigger. I guess I can afford to make it a little bit bigger because it has margins. All right. There we go. Hopefully this is big enough for everybody to see. All right. Here's the Bun-2. Bun ni. This bun is for bunpo, which is the grammar. So we're doing another grammar lesson, and it's the second one. On YouTube, you can find my first one. En ga suki desu. So this is basically the sentence is I like ski. I like whatever this N stands for noun. I like a noun. So when you like a noun, the noun that you like gets a ga after it, and you add ski desu. Really, what you're saying is that a noun is liked, so to speak. A noun is like feeling having. And the thing that does the liking gets a wa particle. This is one of the odd situations. This is called a double ga. Well, actually, no, never mind. It's not even a double ga predicate. This is just straight up an adjective, like an adjective. So this gives you a highlight into the difference between wa and ga. Wa is sort of your chief subject marker, and ga is sort of your subordinate subject marker. That's part of it. The next thing to emphasize is that the wa particle is sort of like, regarding this, and then you sort of forget about that information, and you go, this. And the ga particle is part of that little clause right there. So it's kind of like, so if we have like watashi here for me, so watashi wa, regarding me, watashi wa, I don't know, what's a good word? Inu, dog? Inu ga suki desu. I like dogs. Regarding me, watashi wa, inu ga suki desu. Dogs are like. Dogs are like feeling having. So remember, ski is an adjective. Don't get it confused with just a regular old verb. It might be helpful for you new learners to think of it as ski desu, as all together one verb, just so you can be like, I like it. However, that'll get confusing because the O particle in the future, when we go through the Setsumei in the future, things that you act upon, like I'm going to eat a cheeseburger, the cheeseburger would have an O particle, not a ga particle. The reason why is because tabimasu is an actual verb, whereas ski is an adjective. I'll stop talking about this. It'll be more clear as you go through it, but just something to pay attention to. The pattern is the first noun gets a wa, the second noun gets a ga, then you add ski desu for I like, or you do ski dewa arimasen for I don't like. Desu and dewa arimasen are both in the polite form, so you'll be talking like a polite guy. All right. You can replace ski with kirai. Okay, so N2, ski. N2 should be the like or the dislike thing. Ski, kirai na mono. So the thing that is disliked or liked should be N2. All right. Kihon. Here's, the foundation of the lesson today. Reibun. Example sentences. All right, so watashi, me, or I, since it's the subject. Wa, watashi wa, regarding me. So I'm the thing that's doing that has the I'm the one that the sentence pertains to. The sentence is ongaku ga suki desu. So if you think of it like that, that's how the wa particle works. Watashi wa, I am what the sentence pertains to. Ongaku ga suki desu is the actual sentence. Ongaku is music, and music is desu, liked. Regarding me, music is likey. I said likey because it sounds more like an adjective. Me? Music is likey. That's kind of how you literally translate that. On a less weird translation, I like music. So next, watashi wa sports ga suki dewa arimasen. So let's do this word by word. Watashi, me, wa, regarding me, sports ga, sports, ski, likey, sports, likey, dewa arimasen, is not. So, me, sports are not likey. I am not liking sports. I don't like sports is a much more natural translation. Oh, we got a question. To what grammar structure does this textbook go to, and how much of it are you planning? I'm going to do the entire book. Let's see, I'm on page 3 right now. And let's see what the last subject is. Oh, what? Hello, mister. So we're going to be getting to things like whatever this is. Tekimasu. Okay, so things will come to be, things will go on to be. So we're going to be talking about patterns. Things are easy to do. I'd say this covers a detailed Japanese 1 lesson, maybe a Japanese 2 in like a high school and a college. Like this would be like Japanese 101, 102, and 103. And then maybe it could qualify as part of a Japanese 200 program. Maybe that far. I figure if you do this and you actually learn everything that's in here, you'll probably be good definitely for the N5. You'll definitely be able to handle the N5. And heck, we're talking about Uchu Doko, which is space travel. So you might be able to handle the N4 when we get through it. I'm going to try to get through the whole thing. I got a baby coming. This website ain't making me a lot of money. But I'm trying to, work on it for you guys. Because I know that we all want to learn Japanese. Anyway, let's keep on trucking. Okay, so, conversation number 3. We got A. So there's A and B talking. Tanaka-san wa tennisu ga suki desu ka? As we learned in the previous lesson, adding a ka to the end of a sentence makes it a question. Suki desu ka? Is something likey? The thing that is likey is tennis. Tennisu ga suki desu ka? Is tennis liked by somebody? Is tennis likey? And then who are we pertaining this sentence to? We are pertaining this sentence to Tanaka-san. Tanaka-san wa tennisu ga suki desu ka? My highlight didn't work there. So, basically the question is, does Mr. Tanaka like tennis? Does Mr. Tanaka like tennis? The literal translation is, hey, Tanaka-san? Is tennis likey? But that's insane English. So we say, does Tanaka-san like tennis? Then B responds with, hai, suki desu. Which is, yes, tennis is likey. Or, yes, it is likey by him. Yes, he does like it. Yes, he does like it. Alright, conversation number 4. Suie ga suki desu ka? Suie, as we learned in the quiz of flashcards, was swimming. Suie, swimming, ga suki desu ka? Is swimming likey? So once again, it's a question, it ends in ka. Suki desu ka? Is it likey? Is swimming likey? Now, this is another conversation between A and B, whoever these shady characters might be. I don't know. He must have an ulterior motive. Anyway, A is trying to get B to go swimming so he can drown him. There it is. I uncovered the mystery. Alright, so anyway. Suie ga suki desu ka? Who is this pertaining to? He doesn't give a noun 1. He doesn't give a person that this is pertaining to. Well, it's a conversation. There's A and B. A's trying to kill B, and B's like, oh, I'm not aware that you're trying to murder me with swimming. So A asks him, Is swimming likey? Obviously, in that situation, I'm talking about you. Hey, is swimming liking? Swimming, is it likey? I'm talking to you, I don't need to specify you. So thus, in Japanese, we can leave off the chief subject, the wa subject, if it's understood in context. Welcome to Japanese, where random parts of sentences are left out. Suie ga suki desu ka? Is swimming likey? Iie, suki de wa arimasen. It is not. Why is it not highlighting? There we go. It is not likey. No. Likey? It is not. Why does it not oh, there we go. It is not likey. So, hey, do you like swimming? No, I don't. Basically is what's happening. But once again, in English, we like something. In Japanese, something is likey. They do have a verb for the active liking something. However, they have a few verbs, but they're just not as common as just saying suki desu or kirai desu. Okay. Keep on trucking. A and B are talking again. Let's see what A is plotting this time. Oh, you don't like swimming? Well then, nani ga suki desu ka? Nani is a question word. It means what? What's the word? We got the evo. Watashi wa evan ga suki desu. Oh, domo arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you. But that's perfect grammar, by the way. Yeah, you got it right. You got it right. That's perfect grammar right there. Nani ga suki desu ka is what is likey? Question, I ask you. There we go. I finally got it highlighted. What is liked? And obviously I'm talking to you, so I'm asking about you. Hey, what's liked by you? What is likey with you? Hey, what do you... Normal English translation. What do you like? And remember, he's trying to plot the destruction of B. So B says, Ringo ga suki desu. Sorry, let me be a little more Japanese in my pronunciation. Ringo ga suki desu. Ringo ga suki desu. Ringo ga suki desu. Ringo, apple, is likey. So apples are likey to me. It's understood that I'm talking about myself. So after this conversation, A is going to get the Snow White apple and poison B with a bunch of dwarves dancing around like a maniac. So A must be the Wicked Witch of the West. Or wait, no, the Wicked Queen. I forget what the story of Snow White is. Never mind. Anyway, the question is, Nani ga suki desu ka? What do you like? Ringo ga suki desu. It is, I like apples / apples are likey. Alright, here we go. Dono. Oh, I didn't have dono in there. I forget if that's in there. I'll try to add dono to my Quizlet cards after this. Alright, so dono means which. Notice how we have do, which is technically a question word of which. And then the reason why it's a no here is because it's linking to another noun. So there is another word that means which called dore, which means which, but that's for a noun. Like, dore by itself means which do you like? Like, oh, which do you like? And so that's like a noun. As opposed to dono, which is like which subject or which apple, or there needs to be a noun after it. Dono is an adjective, dore is a noun. I'll add that to the list of Quizlets. Dono kamoku ga suki desu ka? Dono kamoku ga suki desu ka? Once again, suki desu ka? What do you like? Is something likey. Literally, it's is something likey. The subject in question is kamoku, which is like a classroom subject like social studies. And then he's saying, dono kamoku, which kamoku do you like? Which kamoku is likey by you? So, hey, what subject do you like? And then B replies with, sugaku ga suki desu. Sugaku ga suki desu. Math is likey. Math is likey. I like math. So, hey, dono kamoku ga suki desu ka? Sugaku ga suki desu. He could have just said, delete that, sugaku desu. He could have just said, sugaku desu. Dono kamoku ga suki desu ka? Sugaku desu. It's math. But that's fine. Okay. In every single one of these examples, we could have said kirai instead of ski. Just to make sure that's perfectly on point, I'm going to read each one and just give a quick, natural English translation for each one. Watashi wa ongaku ga kirai desu. I don't like music. But literally, music is unlikey by me, is not likey, is distasteful. Watashi wa sports ga kirai de wa arimasen. Well, I don't dislike sports. If we change ski to kirai. Watashi wa sports ga kirai de wa arimasen. I don't dislike sports. Hey, you got me wrong. I don't hate sports. I don't dislike sports. Just I don't like playing them or something. I don't know. Anyway, Tanaka-san wa tennis ga suki desu ka? Tanaka-san wa tennis ga kirai desu ka? Does Tanaka not like tennis? Is tennis not liked by Tanaka? Hai, suki desu. Now notice how in English, the question would be, in a natural sense, would be, does Tanaka like, or sorry, if it's kirai, does Tanaka not like, does Tanaka not like tennis? Does Tanaka hate tennis? But if we translate it as, does Tanaka not like tennis? It's kind of weird to see, hai kirai desu. Yes, he dislikes it. Okay, anyway. Suie ga kirai, if we change ski to kirai. Suie ga kirai desu ka? Do you dislike swimming? Iet, kirai de wa arimasen. No, I don't dislike it. Totally an acceptable sentence. Nani ga kirai desu ka? What do you dislike? Ringo ga kirai desu. I hate apples. Dono kamoku ga kirai desu ka? If we switch ski to kirai, dono kamoku ga kirai desu ka? Which subjects don't you like? Sugaku ga kirai desu. I don't like math. All right. Here's the kaisetsu, which is just explanations. N1 ga kanjiru suki kirai ni tsuite noberu toki ni tsukau. So we use these sentences when we're displaying our feelings towards things we dislike and like. So, okay, duh. Obviously, that's obviously what we're doing. N1, N2 ga nan de aru ka wakatteru bae wa N1, N2 ga shoraku suru koto ga dekiru. Oh, sorry, ga o shoraku. So it's just saying that if it's understood what N1 or N2 is, you can just leave them out because the shoraku is to like leave them out or shorten it. Shoraku because if it's understood, why bother saying it in Japanese? So let's see. It points to sentences 3. So yeah, notice here he left off Tanaka and tennis. So just totally left those out because it's understood what we're talking about. 4. Once again, he left out Suye. So he didn't. He's talking about himself. He didn't mention himself. A didn't mention B. B didn't mention B, and B didn't mention Suye because it's understood. So that's a pattern that you're seeing. To the teachers, ski wa. So yes, ski and kirai are not adjectives. Hanashi kotoba no naka de wa suki de wa arimasen ga suki ja arimasen. Okay, yeah, so instead of de wa arimasen, you could also say ja arimasen, which is totally fine. Ja arimasen is a negative of de wa arimasen. You could also say janai desu. Maybe I'll add that to my that's actually in the Setsumei number 1. I have that in Setsumei 1's flashcards. Is gaoi, it's common. Nani ga suki desu ka no hoka ni suki na en wa. Yeah, so if you have a noun here, you can say suki na noun. So like suki na kamoku. So suki na kamoku wa nan desu ka? Which would be, what is a subject you like? What is a subject you like? Suki na kamoku wa nan desu ka? If they don't go into that in a future lesson, I'll make sure to talk about that, okay? That just gives you future things to look at. And, 1-3, so it looks like it's going to come up soon. Or it looks like there's a Renshu thing. I don't have the Renshu booklet. I couldn't find it. All right, looks like we're done with Joe Boone number 1. I will see you guys later. Be sure to subscribe to Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to Facebook. Be sure to subscribe to Twitter. Be sure to subscribe to YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to everything. Check out www.evanseasyjapanese.com, and I will see you later. See you guys. Bye-bye. Nice to see you, Jack Limestone. Thanks for coming.